ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council, is a three-day conference getting a lot of attention because two Republican presidential hopefuls are guest speakers tomorrow.
ALEC is made up of about 25% of America's state legislators from all over the country. We've got all 50 states represented, and they'll all be coming into San Diego this week, including industry representatives, think tank policy leaders. All kinds of people will be coming together to talk about best practices.
ALEC brought together a large group of state lawmakers, including some presidential candidates.
And two presidential hopefuls are going to be attending events today.
More than 1,000 people attended each speech.
Two Republican presidential candidates take the stage at the American Legislative Exchange Council.
We need to take power out of Washington for things like Medicaid and transportation and workforce development, environmental protection, education. Take it out of Washington and send it back to the states.
ALEC was founded more than 40 years ago. It brings together policy experts, lobbyists, and legislators.
We've got more than 1,300 people here. Our organization represents 25% of all state legislators in the country.
Well, yesterday there was thousands of protesters out here in front of the Manchester Grand Hyatt. Today we haven't seen not a single one.
Preaching to the choir as the demonstrators held a rally.
There were a whole bunch of union workers here. Many of them were bussed down from Orange County or Los Angeles County protesting what is, they believe, going on inside this hotel.
They're afraid of groups like this because they're afraid that some legislator is going to talk to another legislator about what they did in their state to make the economy more competitive or to promote the creation of new businesses that compete with existing businesses. These groups on the left, they think that's a terrible idea.
It's also fun to hear how they have been successful in their own states.
I think that the most important thing is for our legislators to really come away having learned a little bit more about the policies that they're interested in.
It's estimated some 1,300 lawmakers, lobbyists, and members of San Diego business community were here today for the conference. That's it for now.